Welcome to Savitha College Lecture Cost. In this session, we are going to see the difference between primary and permanent tooth. The difference between primary and permanent tooth can be grouped under general, morphologic, histologic, mineral content, and periodontal. The morphologic content is further subdivided as crown, root, and pulp. They are identified by FDA Universal Sigmoid Palmer numbering system. The eruption of primary tooth starts from 6 to 7 months and ends at 2.5 to 3 years, whereas the eruption of permanent tooth starts from 6 to 7 years and ends at 17 to 21 years. The other names of primary tooths are deciduous teeth or milk tooth. The other name of permanent teeth is succedaneous tooth. The primary tooth helps in phonetics, eating and chewing, and aesthetics, and it acts as a natural space maintainer for the succedaneous tooth. The permanent teeth are placed slightly oblique in direction, whereas the primary teeth are placed perpendicular to the jaw. The amount of space occupied by the deciduous canine and first and second deciduous molars exceed that occupied by the canine and premolar teeth of the permanent dentition. This is called leeway space of Mans. The shape of the primary tooth are relatively smaller than the permanent tooth. The primary tooth are more constricted towards occlusally than the permanent tooth. In the cervical region, the primary tooth is more constricted than the permanent tooth. The permanent tooth has a wide contact area, but there is spacing in between the primary tooth. The enamel in deciduous tooth will be thinner, which result in faster and quicker reach of caries towards the dentin. The enamel rods in primary tooth are placed perpendicular to the dental enamel junction, whereas in permanent tooth, the enamel rods are placed apically. The dentinal tubules are irregular and less dense. Interglobular dentin is absent in primary tooth, whereas in permanent tooth, the dentinal tubules are more regular and double that of primary tooth. Interglobular dentin is present in permanent tooth. The trunk portion of the primary tooth is narrow, but it's wider in permanent tooth. The furcation and flaring is wider in primary tooth than the permanent tooth. Presence of interradicular lesion in primary tooth shows the progression of caries towards the pulp chamber. In primary tooth, the pulp chamber is wider and the pulp horn rises high in the coronal region, whereas in permanent tooth, the pulp chamber is small and the pulp horn are lower. The pulp inside the primary tooth is a treasure trove of fast-growing stem cells. The gingiva of primary tooth are more reddish and bulbous. The surface is less stippled with around 2 mm probing depth. The alveolar bone of primary tooth are less calcified, more vascular, few but thicker tubercles with more narrow spaces. The primary tooth won't have periodontal disease because the absence of a cold region and the presence of spacing results in no periodontal disease in primary tooth. The occlusion of primary tooth are classified as distal stub, flush terminal, and mesial stub. In permanent tooth, it is class 2, end to end, class 1, and class 3. The distal stub of primary tooth can result in class 2 and end to end relation. The flush terminal in primary tooth can result in end to end or class 1 in permanent tooth. And the mesial stub in primary tooth can result in class 1 and class 3 malocclusion in permanent tooth. The cavity preparation in primary tooth can differ in width, depth, or proximal preparation, which can be convergent, beveling, or imaginate lines. Thank you.